Hello everyone, today I'm going to be ranking all 15 September 2021 movies I saw in a tier list. Some movies, well, one movie came out like in October, but I got to see it early in September, and that was The Guilty, and one came out in like a Sundance, sorry, but called Coming Home in the Dark, but I didn't see it till this September, so it'll be in this list as well. Then the rest all came out in September. So let's get started with this. And Shang-Chi also came out in September in my country. And now let's go with the first movie on this list, which is the first movie I actually saw this month, which is Afterlife of the Party, and I gave it a 56%. So it was very close to the good, but I'm going to put it on the okay tier. Afterlife of the Party was an enjoyable film. Victoria Justice did a good job in this movie. My personal opinion about this film, it didn't really work the way I wanted it to work. It was still an entertaining movie that I still enjoyed, but if you looked at it technically, it was not that great. It's still an okay film. Would I think it's a good movie? It's very close to being a good movie, because I gave it a 56%. If it made it to the 60% marge, it would have got to the good, but it got just 4% less than on good, but it was very close. But Afterlife of the Party, I kind of enjoyed what this movie presented about kind of a good and bad story about death. But I enjoyed it. It was a good time, and yeah. Next up is Cinderella. Now, this film I gave a 44%. Do you know what that means? Unfortunately, it has to go on the bad tier. I did not enjoy Cinderella, the 2021 version. The Lily James version, fantastic. This one, bad. I did not enjoy my time watching the Cinderella film. Camila Cabello, she was probably like the standout for this movie for me, but I just didn't really enjoy my time watching Cinderella. It could have been better, but it didn't, unfortunately. But I mean, I like the fairy godmother. Yeah, that was an okay character, and Pierce Brosnan was in this film. He was half decent. He was okay, but the movie overall could have been better. But unfortunately, I did not get that. Next up is Coming Home in the Dark. And guess what? This is actually from New Zealand, so it's not a biased pick, but I gave it a 76%. I really did enjoy my time. So that would go on the good tier. I really did enjoy my time with Coming Home in the Dark. The Kiwi dramatic film thriller. I love this. Daniel Gillies, who was in this from, what was he in? The Originals. I think that's the show it was in. I don't know. No, don't hate me, but I've never watched a show my entire life. Daniel Gillies, he was fantastic, because he's also from New Zealand, and this movie was just a really good time. I loved the thriller kind of aspect to the movie. It was really good. But I really did enjoy my time watching Coming Home in the Dark. Next up, we have Cry Macho, which I gave an 80%, so it made it onto the great tier. Cry Macho was a great movie. I know Clint Eastwood's in his 90s and he's in this movie. He's still acting from today. Geez, that's really good. But yeah, it was a great film. I did enjoy my time watching Cry Macho. It was a decent. No, it was great. Clint Eastwood was really good. I am getting dripped into some westerns. I wasn't a huge fan of westerns, but I'm now getting into liking westerns, and they are good, including this film. This film was an entertaining film that I enjoyed, and I would rewatch it. Definitely, Clint Eastwood does a good job. Next up is Dear Evan Hansen. Now, this is going on the great tier. Dear Evan Hansen, God, it's got a lot of hate. For me, I think it's a great film. I gave it an 87%. It was really close on going onto my awesome tier, but it's so good. Dear Evan Hansen, it was such a great movie. Not gonna lie, I did cry in this movie. I'm not gonna lie. It is a very emotional film, dealing with like suicide and depression and all that. And Ben Platt, I know people say, oh, he's too old for this role. I think he's great in this role as Evan Hansen. But I enjoy this movie. It was a good time. I know people probably disagree, but that's just my opinion. Next up is Everybody's Talking About Jamie, and that is, I give it a 70%, so it's going on the good tier. I really did enjoy my time with Everybody's Talking About Jamie. It was a good time. I mean, it was like, I forgot when I watched this, like, it was in September, but I forgot when. It was like the middle of September, I forgot when. But it was a good watch. I did enjoy my time watching this movie, and could have been better for what I saw, but it was still a good film though. But yeah, just it was good. It was good. But yeah, Everybody's Talking About Jamie. Surprisingly, I didn't even know it was a musical. I know that's weird because I never knew anything about this film. Didn't even know anything about it, and I watched it, and it was good. I did enjoy my time watching this movie. Now to a movie that I despise and hate, and probably one of my worst movies I've seen in my entire life, Karen. Now, Karen is going on the awful tier. If I could just, let's just add a row below, and let's just title it we're just going to put the word despise. And that is where Karen goes, in despise. Because I despise this film. This is one of the worst movies I've seen. This is actually the worst movie I've seen this year. It's a terrible film. The acting is absolutely terrible. The story's terrible. Everything about this movie is just terrible. I hate hating on movies, but I have to hate on this one because this is so bad. I gave it like a 0%. Yeah, no, it's not good. Do not watch this movie. It's bad. Next up, I'm talking about Kate, and Kate is going on the good tier. I really did enjoy my time watching Kate. Some people probably put it in like the okay or meh, but for me, it's on the good tier. I really did enjoy my time watching Kate, and how it came to be, it was a really kind of like Japanese. Was it Japanese? Korean? I forgot where it came from, where it was filmed and made. It was a good film overall. I did enjoy my time watching this movie. Mary Elizabeth. Is that her name? Mary Elizabeth Olsen? No. Is that Olsen? I don't know what her name was. From Sky High. Remember those days? Or was it Sky High? I think it was. But Kate, it was a good movie. I did enjoy my time watching this movie. Definitely a must watch if you like action. It's a good movie. Woody Harrelson's also in this movie. I forgot the little girl's name, what the teenage girl was, but she was fantastic in this movie as well. Next up, I'm talking about Malignant, and it's going on the great tier. Malignant was such a surprise for me. I did not know that I was actually going to love Malignant that much, but it was really great. I gave it like what did I give it again? An 84%. I mean, it wasn't my runner-up for top 20 anticipated movies. I mean, Dear Evan Hansen made it up there, which is good. But Malignant, it was a really entertaining movie that I saw, and yeah, I enjoyed my time watching this film, and definitely watch Malignant. But if you like the horror movies, definitely check it out. James Wan did a fantastic directing for this film, and it's a really entertaining movie that I would rewatch. Next up is My Little Pony and New Generation. What did I give this movie? A 35%, so let's just go bad. This movie was, how do I explain this? Could have been better. Well, it didn't happen. The animation was at least decent. The casting was a weird choice. You got James Marsden. You got a YouTuber, Liza Koshy. Or she goes for a YouTuber or an actor, whatever. But this movie, no, it was bad. I didn't really enjoy it. My time watching it, and probably never gonna watch this movie again. Next up is called Night Books. So Night Books, I gave a 63%. So I'll just go with the good. Night Books was an entertaining movie. I was really surprised by how good this movie actually was. Didn't actually know that it was going to be this good, but turns out it was, and I really did enjoy my time watching this movie. It was really entertaining and just a fun time to start off Spooktober. Well, it came out in September, but started off Spooktober, which I think was a good start. Well, we actually haven't got a horror movie this month, so far. I mean, we got Halloween Kills next week. Cannot wait. Halloween Kills. But Night Books, it was a really entertaining movie, and I did enjoy my time watching Night Books, and yeah, definitely watch it. I definitely recommend it, because it is a good family horror movie. Well, it's like a family horror movie that definitely must watch. Next up is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and of course, I am not the only one that will put it up here. I'm putting it on the awesome tier. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is an absolutely fantastic film. I gave it a 94%, and I love what they did with this film. Simu Liu, who plays Shang-Chi, fantastic. I don't know if I said that name wrong, sorry if I didn't. He does fantastic as Shang-Chi, and this movie is just a great time, great action movie, and the last Marvel movie till Eternals, till next month. Let's go. But Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, I really did enjoy my time watching this movie. Definitely watch it, because it is a great time. Well, if you're in lockdown, unfortunately, you have to wait till it's coming out on Disney Plus on November 12th for no extra cost, which is good. Next up is The Guilty. Now, The Guilty was a movie I got to see a little early, but because Netflix got it on, when did they get it? October 1st, and I got to see it September 14th, something, I can't remember. But I gave it an 82%, so it's going on the great tier. For me, this is actually probably one of Jake Gyllenhaal's best performances. He does fantastic in this movie, and I really do enjoy this movie. The Guilty is a must-watch if you have not seen it. It's up there on my list. It's out of 145 films I've seen this year. That's quite a lot of films, but it's a good film. I did enjoy my time watching The Guilty. It's a great time. Definitely watch it, because it is a must-watch movie. Jake Gyllenhaal, fantastic, and you get some surprise cameos as well, which is cool. Next up is The Starling. Now, The Starling with Melissa McCarthy, I gave it a 53%. So that means I'm going to put it, let's put it on the meh. Now, The Starling, well, unfortunately, Melissa McCarthy hasn't done well with Netflix with Thunder Force and The Starling, with Thunder Force being not that great, and The Starling being meh. And The Starling was meh. There's nothing really else to say about this film, but it's just meh. Melissa McCarthy's performance is fine, I guess. I forgot the guy in this movie, but he's fine in this film. The film overall, it's okay. I did enjoy a little teeny bit of stuff in this film. Not the whole lot, but it's a meh film. yeah. Next up is The Voyeurs. And The Voyeurs, I give it a 55%, so it's going straight at the okay tier. The Voyeurs was a okay movie. I did enjoy my time watching The Voyeurs. It was a good movie that I did enjoy my time watching. For me, The Voyeurs, definitely give it a watch. It is a good time. And I did enjoy my time watching this movie. It was a fun time to watch all the movie. And yeah, just definitely give it a watch, because The Voyeurs, it was a good time, a good movie. Justice Smith does really good in this movie. I forgot who the female lead was, but she does great as well. But the movie overall, I do enjoy my time watching it. And yeah, it's an okay movie. I give it 55%. And it's good. It's an okay movie. Now to my ranking. In last place at number 15, come on, that's kind of obvious. We have Karen, followed by, My Little Pony, then Cinderella after that. Then on Meh, we have, The Voyeurs. So let's just, sorry about that, kind of had a little accident with my list. So, then followed by The Starling, then, and last place at the okay is The Voyeurs, followed by Afterlife of the Party. Then you have, at the bottom of the good tier, you have Kate, followed by Night Books, followed by Everybody's Talking About Jamie, and then Coming Home in the Dark is at the top of my good. Then on the great, and last place is Cry Macho, I think. Yeah, followed by The Guilty, then Milligan. So that's the bronze medal. The silver medal goes to Dear Evan Hansen, and the gold medal goes to Shang-Chi. So let's just read out the list. So 15, we have Karen. 14, we have My Little Pony. 13, we have Cinderella. 12, we have The Starling. 11, we have The Voyeurs. 10, we have Afterlife of the Party. 9, we have Kate. 8, we have Night Books. 7, we have Everybody's Talking About Jamie. 6, we have Coming Home in the Dark. 5 is Cry Macho. 4 is The Guilty. 3 is Milligan. 2 is Dear Evan Hansen. And 1 is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Thank you for watching my ranking of all September 2021 movies ranked in a tier list. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel. It'll be a big help. Thank you for watching. Take care. Peace.